Hello everyone. Welcome back to Namaste SAP, your trusted space to master SAP the smartest way. In today's Power Pack tutorial, we are diving deep into one of the most fundamental and important setups in Fiori, the Fiori Launchpad app configuration. If you have ever wondered how do applications actually appear on the Fiori Launchpad, what are catalogs, groups, or target mappings, and how does SAP know which app to open when I click on a tile? Then you are on the right place because in this video I'll break down each component, catalog, group, semantic object, target mappings, and tools like Fury Launchpad Designer in a simple, clear, and beginner friendly way. So grab a notepad, hit the subscribe button, and let's build your Fury foundation one step at a time. Let's get started. So, SAP Fiori Launchpad application configuration. So, in this video, we would be covering up this application configuration, and this is the table of content that we would be covering in this video. Starting with introduction to Fiori Launchpad, what is Fiori Launchpad, and people who are new to this field of Fiori, for them it is necessary to understand what a Fiori Launchpad is. And thereafter there are certain technical terms which we should know. What is a catalog, what is a group, target mapping, semantic object, and SAP Fiori Launchpad Designer. From SAP Fiori Launchpad Designer only the actual configuration of Fiori tile we do. There is another procedure, that is SAP Fiori Launchpad Content Manager, that offers a wide range of feature. From there as well we can do the configuration, and thereafter we would conclude with a summary and a best practices, and thereafter we would be jumping on to the practical. We'll see how we can configure in real terms by taking one Fiori application, maybe from Fiori app library we would be configuring one application from there. So starting with what is a Fiori Launchpad. So SAP Fiori Launchpad is the entry point for SAP Fiori applications. To make application available to users, we configure catalogs, groups, roles, target mapping, and a semantic object. You can think of it like your SAP homepage, where all SAP like SAP business applications are live, from viewing purchase order to managing HR task. User interact with their work here. The beauty of Fiori Launchpad is that it is completely role based, personalized, and device responsive. Like you can access Fiori Launchpad from your tablet, from mobile, from desktop, and it is completely role based. Like people, if you are having a role for a particular application, then only you can access that application. Guys who are not having that role, they cannot access the application. It's a true modern SAP UX. Next is what is a catalog. So a catalog is a container that holds Fiori tiles. Remember this term. It actually holds Fiori tiles, the actual application. So it defines which application a user can see in their Fiori environment. So you can consider catalog like a toolbox. It holds the application tiles that a user can actually access. Without a catalog, an application won't show up in Fiori Launchpad. You need to have that catalog access. We can use the T code LPDcust. This T code we can use LPDcust for configuration of catalog. Otherwise, you can also do it directly from Fiori Launchpad Designer. I will show that. So, inside this catalog, we define those tiles, and thereafter, there are certain properties, like we can provide an icon. Like on that tile, if you wanted to provide a custom icon, we can add that as well. And thereafter, we define tiles and links them to application using target mapping. you can have multiple catalogs based on the business roles, like sales manager, finance, user catalog. Like you can have multiple catalog assigned basically. So actually the always keep catalogs role specific. Don't overload them. It slows down the performance and confuses user actually. So I will show you how to configure a catalog. So in simple terms, always remember that the first very important, a catalog is just like a container that holds the Fiori tiles, and we assign this catalog to role, and we maintain this role in PFCG. In PFCG we actually maintain this role. Okay, coming to groups. A group defines how application appears on Fiori Launchpad homepage. So focus on this term, how the application is appearing on users Launchpad homepage. So it is a visual arrangement of tiles catalog that from it is a visual arrangement of tiles created from a catalog. So what all tiles, suppose you have created a tiles, tile 1, there's another tile that you have created is tile 2, and you have put both this tile 1 and tile 2 into catalog C1 suppose. Okay, now here you have there's a user, suppose there's a user, he is opening a Fiori Launchpad, suppose FLP, I am giving a short form, and the moment he opens his Launchpad he will see this. Actually he will see groups, okay, the group 1, group 2, group 3, and in this group G1 I am providing access to this catalog C1. So what happens, I am giving access to this catalog C1, and here I would be having that feasibility that out of this 2 tiles which are there in catalog C1, so I may give access to tile T1, so that like whenever the user opens his Fiori Launchpad he can only see tile T1. I will not activate tile T2 into group, so only tile T1 will be visible and tile T2 will not be visible at once to the group. So but tile T2 will be there in Fiori catalog. Whenever the user will try to search for tile T2 from the search engine, over there's an option search, they can see that application over there in the catalog, but at first glance that tile will not be visible into the group. It is, just remember, it is a visual arrangement of tiles created from a catalog. So user can personalize their group on their screen. They have that flexibility to personalize groups, and it is used for displaying selected tiles from catalog. As I have told you, suppose in your catalog there are 2-3 tiles, so you have the flexibility to choose which tiles you wanted to show to the user. So organizing application into logical section, HR application, finance crew application. So these are basically you can categorize. Suppose for HR application you are making a group as G1, for finance you are making a group as G2. Likewise you can categorize. It's a very beautiful way of segregating the things module wise. Coming to the third, that is a target mapping, which is actually it actually connects the tile with the backend services or the app component. So target mapping, it actually connects the UI with the app component, application component. It is nothing but the UI app basically. It defines navigation parameters like semantic object, action. What are these? I am telling you in the next subsequent slides. Semantic objects, action, and application type. There is a drop down called application type. There we need to show what kind of application it is. Is it a direct URL you wanted to open? Like whenever the user click on the tile, so the application that's rendered on a new tab, whether it is loaded from directly from the URL or from SAP UI5. For if you are configuring it with SAP UI5, you have to input what we call as a component ID, and we need to give a URL. There's a URL. So two things we need to provide if you are configuring with SAP UI5. If you are configuring it direct URL, you can give index or HTML link of that application directly. to render that application. There are many ways. If it is a web intro application, then there is a separate configuration. So likewise, so target mapping, via target mapping, we are actually connecting the UI with the app component, and it is used for linking the tile with the application behavior and provide a routing. So yes, absolutely, it provides the routing information for the app navigation. So it actually routes the user to the right application, be it a UI5, web info, or a classical transaction like a T code. We can also configure a T code over here. Coming to next, that is semantic object. The semantic object is just a logical name that represents a business entity like sales order, customer, purchase order, employees, etc. It represents a business concept basically. SAP uses intent-based navigation, which means it pairs a semantic object with an action like customer. Suppose customer is a business concept, okay, a semantic object hyphen displays the intent, or sale order hyphen create to decide what the user sees. So if suppose here it is written as sale order display, so sale order is your business entity, sale order is nothing but the business entity, and displays what? Display is the intent what the user is trying to do. User is trying to display the application. You can have create, you can have an intent as create as well. So it signifies that some create operation is going to do, some purchase order create is going to happen, like that. So used with an action to build navigation intent. So this is the T code /UI2/SME SEM, that is for SEM is semantic first three letter, SEM OBJ, this object OBJ. So likewise this way you can remember, /UI2/SEM and OBJ underscore SAP. It will display the semantic objects. So we have to create those semantic objects in SAP GUI. SAP GUI you have to configure this T code in FES server, Fiori frontend server. Okay, and another thing is you have to use this one, not this one. This is underscore SAP. This is for the SAP display. You can display the SAP semantic object which SAP creates. Okay, but if you wanted to create your own semantic object, custom one, then you have to use this T code, custom. And it is used for navigation mapping between tiles and application, and it's smart link and helps in cross-up navigation. So tools that we use for Fiori app configuration is, one is this Fiori Launchpad Designer. So tools used to create and manages inside Fiori Launchpad Designer. We have the following thing which we discussed now. This is catalog, group, target mapping, and tiles. And you can do this job of Fiori Launchpad Designer from LPT Cust as well, partially. Otherwise, it's better. It is recommended to use Fiori Launchpad Designer only. Otherwise, in the next slide, I will be showing you, that is Fiori Launchpad Content Manager. So which is available from SAP S/4HANA 1909 plus. So it gives you it gives us a wide range of feature basically to view, copy, edit standard content, to see custom content. Here we can give a role name and we can check what all catalog groups are assigned to the particular role, or in this catalog what are the applications that are actually configured, or in this catalog what are the auditor services which are actually binded to. So it does gives us a wide range of flexibility to see the data and which are directly binded to it basically. The technical information of roles, catalog, auditor services, groups, semantic objects, all those things can be visible from content manager at once, because it is very much it is a bit difficult, it is a very bit difficult, and sometimes it is not possible from Fiori Launchpad Designer, this one from Fiori Launchpad Designer, to have access of all those things at once. But in a single portal, from the single window, like we can have access to all those things. So Fiori Launchpad, I would suggest you to use Fiori Launchpad Content Manager. So it is available in SAP GUI as well. and this is a T code if you wanted to open it from SAP GUI/UI2/FLP CM stands for content manager, and underscore cust is what for customizing. Otherwise there is another thing called underscore conf for configuration, that is cross client. So always use customizing specific to a particular client. Whatever changes that you are doing, it should be in a particular client only, depending upon the business requirement basically. Okay, so you can create custom role again from content manager as well. You can create custom roles with tiles group. You can check the dependencies, like what all groups, what all auditor services that they are being added to. So it is very much easier than a designer for mass configuration. So I have just jotted down a one-liner notes for quick recall. A catalog, it is a app container. Application actually reside inside a catalog. That's why its name is app container. What app you can access? We actually give access to catalog into roles. Into role we give catalog access. What is a group? Group is actually a visual app layout. What application you see in Fiori Launchpad by opening Fiori Launchpad at once, but the application that are there are a part of group. Okay, but the target mapping actually links between the UI and the app services. It helps in the routing part. Then there's a semantic object. It's a logical business entity for navigation, where we give a business entity name followed by an intent intent based navigation basically. The Launchpad Designer. Launchpad Designer is useful for configuration of catalog groups and tile, and Content Manager is also useful for configuration of catalog groups, styles, and many more additional features are there. So it's a simplified Fiori role for Content Manager, which is available after 1909 version. You can check this version in your SAP server. If it is 1909 plus, so you can use the Content Manager. We would be configuring this two Fiori application basically in Fiori Launchpad. So for the first one, which app ID F0770, we would be doing configuration via Fiori Launchpad Designer FLPD, and for the app ID F2917 accounts payable overview, we will do the configuration via Content Manager. Both the options are available. So both the options means both tools are available from where we can do the configuration. All we will be doing, like we would create a custom catalog, custom group, and assign the respective application into those catalog and group, and thereafter we will assign that catalog and group into a role so that user can access their application via Fiori Launchpad. So this is the Fiori Launchpad designer URL. So it's HTTP host port and the static part SAP BBC UI5 UI5 SAP ARS SRV UPB admin main.html. So we would be creating our Launchpad designer URL. So this is my Fiori Launchpad. You can open this Launchpad from /UI2/FLP as well. So let us copy this Launchpad URL. Initially we would have to frame the Launchpad designer URL. So this is the Launchpad URL. And my designer URL would be, just copy this part, paste it over here, and again copy till host and port. Just copy the host and port number and paste it. Yes, so this becomes my designer URL. So we get the designer URL like this. We need to frame this. So just now open your Chrome browser and paste the designer URL over here. Yes, now this is my designer URL, and press enter. So here we have a catalog and a group option where we would be configuring the tiles. So first and foremost, let us select a catalog. Let us select a Like in order to do the configuration, we have to first select a TR, transport request. That should be customizing request, or otherwise you can save it in a local object as well. So let me choose a customize request. I am choosing this customizing request. Press OK. So you have to go to settings option over here and select the customizing request and press OK. Now all the changes that you will be making for catalog group target mapping will get captured into that respective customizing TR. That will help you in future for movement, for transport movement from development to quality and quality to production. Now let us open the Excel sheet again, and I will show you from where I got the following details like description, catalog ID and custom catalog ID. So let me show you. Like, copy this app ID F070770. Open the Fiori application. Okay, this application is already open. Let me go back. So I have logged on to SAP Fiori library, and here you have to paste the app ID, click OK and click this checkbox, and you can see this manage automatic payment. So this is a application, standard application provided by SAP in Fiori app library. Here we have to select the application version. So my application version is 2023 FPS02, or maybe I think 2023 FPS03 on-premise version. So this is a transactional SAP UI5 application. So the type of application that we are going to configure is a transactional application. And thereafter we'll go down in the implementation. We can see that this is the catalog. This is the technical catalog. We always refer technical catalog for application configuration. So SAP TC Fin FO common. So this is the technical catalog we have taken, technical catalog ID, and the custom catalog that we would be creating is ZTC. This is a naming convention that we are going to follow. ZTC. TC stands for technical catalog underscore custom app, and there's a group that we would be configuring, that is ZTG, technical group. Okay, underscore custom underscore app. These tools are totally custom. So let us start by creating a custom catalog first. Copy this catalog ID ZTC custom catalog, go to Fiori designer, Fiori application designer, select the catalog tab, go down and click on the press plus option. There's a plus option in the below. Now you have to give a title. So let me first paste the custom catalog ID over here, and we give a title as this is related to payments. So payment tab maybe. Payment tab. This is a catalog name, and this is the custom catalog ID. Click on save. Okay. Now over here we have to assign the catalog. So, but SAP has already given us a standard technical catalog. Just copy this catalog, go to Fiori designer. Now open Fiori Fiori designer. You have to search for the catalog. Press search for the technical catalog. See SAP Finance account. So this is since this is a standard catalog provided by SAP, we will be getting this information over here. Now we need to do the configuration. So which tile we need to configure out of all those? There are around 154 tiles present over here. So which tile are we going to configure? So just scroll down, and there's a semantic object is written. Just semantic object. Just copy this semantic object and search with respect to the semantic object over here. And again go to Fiori app library, and there's a semantic action as schedule payment proposal. So let us check for schedule payment proposal if there is anything as such. Okay, fine. There is one schedule payment proposal. This one, second application is there. So we are going to configure this application, schedule payment proposal. Let me copy this schedule payment proposal. Go to Fiori Launchpad designer, paste this, search for the application. We will get the exact application. This application we are going to configure. So what we will be doing, and there's a target mapping attached to it. If you go to the target mapping tab, so semantic object is automatic payment and action is schedule payment proposal. Same information you can get over here in the Fiori app library. Semantic object is automatic payment and semantic action is schedule payment proposal. So what we need to do, we need to validate this semantic object and semantic action and the technical catalog name, technical catalog ID basically, with Fiori Launchpad designer, and we have to configure that particular type. So since we have found that there is an application existing over here in my server, so we have to click this row and we'll have to select create reference in the bottom. Click on create reference. There are a list of catalog already present in your system available, out of which we are going to assign this technical catalog, SAP technical catalog, to our own custom catalog. So we have created a custom catalog ZTC custom app. Just copy this and paste it over here and click on search. See, now we'll select this payment app. So now what will happen, this catalog will, this technical catalog provided by SAP will get referenced in my application. So my application will be referencing this technical catalog tile basically. Now similar with the target mapping also, we have to do the same. Select the entire row, click on create reference, and again paste the catalog name, in which catalog I wanted to have this reference basically. Select. Now the reference for the tile manage automatic payment created in catalog ZTC custom app. So both the references created. Now if we go to our own custom application, Z custom app, press search, we can see that the reference, the tile automatically gets populated over here, since this tile is been referenced from the standard one. Tile is created and a target mapping is also created. If you click on this tile and click on configure, there are certain information are there. Just I am just briefing you. There's a tile, what is a tile name, there's a subtitle which is kept as blank, there's a keyword associated, there's an icon over there, there's a semantic object, automatic payment and action, and there's a target URL as well. And similarly in the target mapping as well, we will be having semantic object, action. Remember semantic object, there's a business entity is a semantic object, action is the intent, and there's an application type. There are four application types: transaction, URL, WebDin Pro, and LPT cast. LPT cast is the first one. SAP Fiori app using LPT cast is obsolete basically, and tile name and the app, SAP UI5 URL and an ID is there. Anyway, we are not going to do anything over here because all those things are pre-filled because we have referenced this application. Now we will be going to group and we'll create a group. Name of the group will be again payment app. You can give any name as you want, and the catalog group name will be ZTG underscore custom app. Save it. Now you have to click on this plus icon to add a tile from the catalog. Now you have to select the custom catalog basically. So this is a custom catalog. Select this application and you have to enable this. Click on the plus icon, the green, it will turn green. Now go back. Now your catalog and group are added to your custom catalog and custom group. Both are added. The technical catalog are added. Now what you need to do is, in order to get this thing, this is my Fiori Launchpad. Okay, so we have to enable this application in our Fiori Launchpad. How to enable that? The second step is that we again have to go to Fiori app reference library, and from here we have to enable this OData as well. So enabling this OData means we have to activate this OData. Let me SAP Gateway activate OData service. I'm just enabling the OData. There are two ways basically. There's a mass activation, and otherwise you can do manual activation of the OData. I'm following this step. Z Fiori, press enter, go back, Otherwise just leave this mass activation. Let us go to that page only, /n/iwfnd/main_service, because many of you are familiar with this T code only. So we all have to click on add service, select core deployed since it is embedded system, click on technical name, click on get service. So it is saying that backend service is already registered. Okay, so the service is already registered in the system, so all I need to do is to search. No hit. Okay, okay, the service is already registered. Yes, the service is already registered. Fine, so I do not have to register it again. And I need to check whether that ICF node of the UI application, which is the technical name, is also activated or not. So again, I'll be going to the T code SACF. In the service name, we enter the UI component name and we see it is also activated. Fine, both the services are activated. We have ensured that. And the last step is like you have to go to T code PFCG. Here you have to create a role, Z custom role, payment app. Click on single role. Role for Fiori app. We are creating the role because since SAP Fiori is role based, the catalog groups are all role based. So if I am not assigning the role, you will not have that access of those two. You will not be having access of that application in Fiori Launchpad designer. So just save it. We always do the role configuration from the T code PFCG. Click on this. You have to go to menu, select the extreme right side and select Fiori Launchpad and select Launchpad catalog. And in that catalog, you have to enter the catalog ID. The catalog ID will be custom catalog ID because we want to have our own custom application, custom ID catalog to be configured. Click, just execute this, go back, again click over here, select SAP Fiori Launchpad, select SAP Fiori Launchpad group, and there now you have to assign the group. This is the group ZTG custom app, paste it, select it and save it. And as you can see in this catalog, there are a couple of OData services which is directly binded to it, and those get automatically added over here. Save this. Another thing, you have to add the user. So I'm going to add my user ID. So copy this user ID, paste it, save it from the user tab and click on user comparison. Click save. Yes, click again on save. Now it is saved. Now if you logged in to Fiori app library, now when you log into Fiori Launchpad, basically you will be able to see that tile. So this is my Fiori Launchpad. A couple of applications are already configured. All we need to search is payment app. This is the payment app, the first one. See, now you can click on the payment app, it will navigate, and you can click on go button if there is data. Since there is no data, it's not coming, otherwise it will surely come up. This is how we did the configuration. Stay tuned for the next video for app configuration via Fiori Content Manager. Thank you.